Hello everybody, it's the Wizard Dude once again to give another video game review, and yes, this is another Nintendo game. Now, with Christmas coming up, I have declared that this review video will be one of you guys' presents that I'm making for you. So, let's begin. The games I'm doing today are two Animal Crossing games, New Leaf for the 3DS, and New Horizons for the Switch. They are very similar, with very similar gameplay, but different aesthetics. So, why don't we start by talking about what's the same in both of them? So, the player character is Villager, that's you, who whatever you want to make it like. I usually make female characters as mine because I usually like playing as female characters when you can customize. Bet you guys didn't know that, huh? Anyway, and the basic concept is you're trying to make a town or island, that, depending on which version you're playing, and trying to grow it as much as you can. You can have animal villagers with many different species of animals and 8 different types of personalities. Stuff like cranky, jock, snooty, sisterly. Can't think of them all, but those are just 4 of them. Anyway, you also are the mayor or town or island representative and get to make all those public works projects. You know, things like bridges and shops and other things. Anyway, the secretary in both games is Isabelle, who is a Shih Tzu dog. And she also has a younger brother named Digby, I'll talk about him later. And you get Tom Nook to talk about your home. Anything involving your home, like expansion or that kind of stuff. Like new rooms, and on one point there's a secret storage. And then also you have the Nookling shop, where Tom Nook's nephews Timmy and Tommy work. They're twins, and they tend to say things at the end like, so shiny, with the bells and stuff. Although, differences, they work together at Nook's Cranny in New Horizons, and in New Leaf with all the Nookling stores, Junction, Super TNT, TNT Mart, and TNT Emporium. They start out working apart, but then come back together towards the end with the different floors and all. Also, in this game, you have fruit, which you can eat and a New Horizons cook with and give to villagers if you want, if they request it and all. Anyway, then there's also a museum, which is run by Blathers the Owl. Very knowledgeable owl he is. And his little sister Celeste has a different role in both games, which I'll get to later. So what you can donate there are the fossils, which you dig up and have him assess them to see what kind they are. And then you can also donate the fish. You need a fishing pole for that. Bugs, which you use to catch a net with. Blathers doesn't really like bugs, to let you know. And pieces of art that are given to you by Red. Now you be careful around Red's shops, which is a boat or a shop. Either way, some of those arts can be forgeries. Need you to be very careful. Now, there isn't really much of a story. It's just you, every day, doing different things in your town and stuff. And that stuff. Anyway, the bugs and fish are also used for bug-offs and fishing tournaments with Nat the Chameleon and Chip the Beaver. And then later, in New Horizons, you get their sons, Flick and CJ, or Chip Jr., I think it is. Anyway, let's talk about what's different now. In New Leaf, you have a town. The main street is where everything is, and there are loads of shops. There's the post office, where Pete delivers the mail with Pelly and Phyllis, and they've got a romantic story going on somehow. There's the Club 101, where KK Slider performs. In New Horizons, he just plays in the plaza. And you get a tree in your plaza in New Leaf. And also, there are more buildings, like, Shampoodle, where Harriet gives you a nice haircut and color. And her husband Harv works at the RV trailer station, where you can use the amiibo scanner to bring villagers in, or NPCs if you wish, and the villagers, which can also be brought in with the campsite in both ones. Sometimes you can get new ones, and other times it's too full, so you have to get rid of somebody to make room for them. I know it's pretty sad to see them go, but I guess that's how Animal Crossing life is. Anyway, Kix runs his own shop in New Leaf and New Horizons too. He's full of shoes, socks, and bags. And both games also have this Camel Sahara, and she has many wallpapers for papering of the walls, and lots of carpets for the petting of your cars. Kidding, it's flooring. And New Leaf, you can also build a police station, and unlike in New Horizons. And now, the big question is, which one are you going to choose? Are you going to take the modern police station and have the German Shepherd Copper, who is always on duty and peppy? Or are you going to take the classic police station and have the meek but lovable Booker, the Bulldog? To let you guys know, in New Leaf, I took the classic police station. And the Roost is handled in different ways as well. That's a cafe where you get your coffee and stuff. And it's part of the museum in New Horizons, but New Leaf has it as its own separate thing you put in the main town. And you can work there in New Leaf, make the coffee exactly how the customer wants. Anyway, the other buildings in New Leaf, I know there's the fortune shop, which Katrina has. Katrina the Panther fortune teller, who always tells her fortune, and sees if you're lucky today or not. And then there's the Dreams. Luna, you can sleep in your bed in New Horizons, but there's the Dream Suite in New Leaf, with your pajamas and stuff. You'll be able to sleep and visit other people's towns without, the train station or Dodo Airlines. Which is different. Porter runs the train station, and brothers Orville and Wilbur run the Dodo Airlines that can take you on mystery tours. But there are other island tours, like with Cap'n, the Kappa, who talks like a pirate and will take you to Tortimer Island in New Leaf, and any island you want that they choose in New Horizons. He has a shanties he likes to sing too. Just don't go slipping or nothing. Tortimer's Island, it's always summer there. You can see fruit you might need and that kind of stuff. Bugs, and sometimes you can even catch a shark. Give some stuff to Layla so she'll be able to play store with you. You talk to Leilani if you want to go on a tour where you can get medals to do certain tasks that Tortimer the Tortoise has you do. And Gran has the shop, which you spend the medals on, like a wetsuit, snorkel, that kind of stuff. And of note, New Horizons, you can also do DIY recipes, be it furniture, or clothes, or food to cook with. It's nice that they allow you to do that by yourself. But now I gotta talk about the not so good things. First, those wasps. Sometimes when you shake the trees, you let loose a wasp's nest, and they sting you, which means you're gonna need to get the medicine. And also, the tools in New Leaf have bad durability, which it works for Zelda, but not here. Anyway, that's all the time we have for now. Sorry if this wasn't great. So if you liked the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Merry Christmas, everybody. Later.